Hello and welcome to my vlog that I make for Kulturbloggen. Today I will make a review of the new movie Ferdinand by Blue Skies and 21st Century Fox. The movie will premiere on December 22nd in Sweden. The movie is an animated movie and it's very well done. The animation is great. This is a kids movie, and the kids that was there to watch the movie with us was about 5 to 7 years old. But I guess they were a bit too young to watch this movie because it was so long. I think it was about an hour and a half. So towards the end of the movie, they weren't really reacting. One child, but she was maybe 3 or 4 years old, was playing on the floor with the lights instead and not watching the movie. So I would recommend kids that are from the ages 8 and up. I think they will enjoy the movie a lot more. Even teenagers could enjoy this movie. Some of the jokes were simply for adults, so the kids didn't understand them, which I think is a really good thing to have in a movie, so that the parents are entertained as well, taking their kids to the cinema. Anyways, the movie is about Ferdinand. The story, most people in Sweden know it because it's shown as a short from Walt Disney every year on Christmas Eve, and it's about 5 minutes long then. So I was a bit concerned about how they would make this a long movie, since the story is pretty much told in those 5 minutes. But they made it really well and gave Ferdinand a lot of backstory and introduced many characters to help him along his adventure, and he makes a lot of new friends, and some of them are his enemies in the beginning of the movie. To begin with, he is born on a cattle ranch and lives with his father, who gets chosen to fight. But Ferdinand, as you may know, wants to just sit and smell the flowers and doesn't want to fight. So he takes his chance and runs away from the cattle ranch and ends up with this sweet little girl called Nina in the Swedish movie. That her father is a flower grower, so they make a lot of flowers and he is in heaven being there. He and Nina is best friends and they go everywhere together. Unfortunately, he cannot go with them to the big flower festival, but he decides to go anywhere, and that's where this story turns into what we know all too well. And he gets stung by the bee and unfortunately gets sent away, much to Nina's sadness, and she really wants him back, and she is absolutely destroyed by this. But Ferdinand comes to a place and he gets a lot. At first he is the outcast, considering he does not want to fight, and all the other bulls will want to fight. But after a while he makes some new friends, and they decide, well, this is a spoiler, so spoiler alert, he and his friends try to run away, and because he convinces them that fighting is not the best option, and at this point they have built a huge slaughterhouse where they get sent if they do not want to fight. which causes a dilemma for Ferdinand, because he does not want to be slaughtered and he does not want to fight. So he talks the other bulls into, maybe we do not have to fight. We can run away and we can go back to Nina and live a wonderful life and be free. So, but one of the bulls does not want to do this, but Ferdinand decides to save him anyway. And that's when they come to a scene that I think is a bit redundant, because when they get away from the farm, they run away and they have this huge scene where they are chased by the cattle ranchers. And so the scene in the butcher house when Ferdinand tries to save the other bull is, well, unnecessary in my opinion. They have made it so they want action, and I understand that, but considering how much action comes later, just a few minutes later in the movie, it gets a bit too much. And the bulls get stuck on this, so they get stuck in the slaughterhouse on the lane and they get stuck on hooks and taken through where they get supposed to be smashed into pieces, I guess. But they make it out, obviously, but it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. And it's been in so many movies, kids movies, the scene in the slaughterhouse, so it just feels old and at the same time redundant. You don't need that scene. They could have done so much differently, I think. So, but that's my opinion, so that's why I put the grade down to 4.5. But that's enough rambling for me, and I hope you will enjoy this movie. I truly recommend it despite that scene. I hope you enjoyed this video that I made, and hopefully you will subscribe and like this video. The links to the trailer and my website and Kulturbloggen's website will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you.